Hi, I'm Hillard Silman. 48 years old. I engineer, work for a local electrical company, Pico. I'm married for 27 years, and big passion in life are my two German Shepherds and sport activities, especially bicycle riding. Used to be a very active bicyclist, would do 100-mile rides with friends, was a competitive volleyball player for a number of years, and all of that just kind of went away. Went in to find out what was causing it, and it ended up being a benign reason for the palpitations, which was me just drinking too much coffee. However, during the workups, we found that I had a congenital aortic valve issue that at the time we found it was at a moderate to severe level. 6 months later, it had progressed to a severe level, and we ended up going to the next step to do more in-depth studies and to talk to a surgeon. Went and did a initial meeting with head of cardiac surgery here at Chester County, Dr. Weiss. Did some research into his background, saw where he is trained and where he'd come from and what he wants to do here at Chester County, and just absolute comfort. Not a question in my mind about going anywhere else. It basically came down to three different ways to fix this. One, which was hopefully the best case, of being able to repair the valve, although that's the least common approach because of the failure typically. Second approach is to put in an artificial valve, which will last forever, but has its downsides in my mind for having to be on blood thinners the rest of my life. And then the third approach is to put in a bioprosthesis, a cow or pig valve, which means no blood thinners, but a shorter lifespan of the valve. Consult with the surgeon. He was actually absolutely positive that he could repair it, and he was able to. It was a fantastic thing. It's like flipping a light switch. You're going to be in pain after the surgery, and it's going to take a few days or a couple weeks to get back on your feet. But once you are, you're going to be amazed at, or I was absolutely amazed at the amount of energy that I had again. One of the other things I really noticed is the ability to get back to a physical activity that I hadn't done in years. I've gone from doing no working out, except for the walking outside with the dogs, to doing an hour of cardio 3 or 4 days a week, and finally getting back on my bicycle with the hope to be able to ride the Philadelphia to the shore ride next summer. I've always known the reputation of Penn Medicine, and having gone through the system, I have to say the reputation is absolutely deserved. The best advice I could give to someone who finds themselves in the same situation that I am, where you have a diagnosis of a heart valve problem, don't settle. Do your research. Be comfortable with the answers they give you. My life is worth Penn Medicine. Isn't yours?